Rolana Harris here with my mother, Regina Cahill. Today, we have to discuss something very serious, a mass shooting that took place today in Kansas City, in a Kansas City bar. It is so important when we continuously stress, guns down, stop killing, live today. Last night I was putting up some videos that I had done for GDSKLT, not knowing that the following morning something like this would occur. So we have to prepare for things like this, of this nature. We shouldn't have to, but we have to prepare for times like this, with senseless killing. As I looked at the news this morning and found out what had happened, it hurt my heart, as long with my mother. We're saddened by the lives lost, the family members who are grieving. The smiles that was just yesterday has been washed away. Happy hearts are now heartache and never to return to the same way that they were again. It's a terrible thing to have to discuss and talk about, but we have to do it every single day. Because as we know, there's always a certain percentage of people who believe in doing the wrong thing. And taking someone's life is the ultimate. We thank you for being a part of this movement to stop killing, this worldwide movement. It's happening in America and all over the world every single day of our lives. There's not enough of us coming together, because the moment that more of us come together and really stand strong and firm to make something powerful happen and take action, and not letting these things happen and then get quiet about it and letting them just go away, because it never goes away for the family, the victims who lost their lives. And this will not be the last mass shooting, and I'm so saddened to say that. However, there's always someone out there that's planning the next attack. So we have to be prepared, we have to be ready. And in being ready, that means preparing ourselves, talking to people, having organizations, going to the president, going to whoever we have to, council members, anyone who will listen. We have to have our medical teams in force, psychologists, counselors, family members who can handle and deal with mental illness. Go the wrong way. It's a sad, sad day, and we have to understand that we have to do something about it. And my mother and I were very passionate about this, as the rest of the world. However, we know what it's like to lose a loved one. My mother lost her son. I lost my big brother in an attempted carjacking many years ago. This is why we started our organization, to stop things like this from happening. What happened in Kansas City should not have happened. And our hearts go out, and that's why we stress being connected by heart always. We send our love hearts out, our life love hearts, for the loved ones, for the victims, senselessly killed. We have to do something, and we have to do it today.
Yes, we do.
God bless you all.
Yes. And, I want to add that we've got to come together. It's time. Time is now. Sometimes we say those words and people just hear them, but they don't really hear them until, something tragic like this happens in their family. The mass shootings, the 3 and 4 triple killings in parking lots and in apartment areas and all over, everywhere, gas stations. We must come together. We got to stop just thinking about it, and we have to be about it. And in order to be about it, we got to start paying attention to what's being said and what's going on in this everyday world, even when it's not at your door. But, we just want to add that our hearts just, really, as my daughter said, goes out. We feel the pain for the loss. Every day that we feel the pain for all the others that have gotten killed in these horrible, senseless ways, we have to come together. And the sad part of it is that we only can come together when this kind of stuff has happened. But guess what? Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to set up. Everything is not picture me roses,
Right.
or the beauty of this and the beauty of that. Unfortunately, we do have bad things that happen, and we have to address it. We have to step to it. We have to be adults and be strong and
Yes.
and overcome this, because we can overcome it. And the way we can overcome it is we all work together. We're on our job day in, day out, asking for donations, asking for people to help, asking to buy t-shirts, asking, and there's a lot of people that helps, and they donate, and they purchase merchandise. But there's a lot of people that could, because we need more help. Without the help, we can't survive. We have to have the help. And with a cause like Guns Down, Stop Killing, we cannot afford to stop. We won't stop.
No, we cannot.
We
will
won't
not.
stop. If we have to go in every direction that's possible,
Yes.
from Africa to
Right.
any major other spot
Anywhere.
that's different than where we're at. You know, we need the help, and we don't care where it comes from. We want it to come, just come. Okay?
That's right.
So I want everybody to just think about what's going on, and when we ask for the donations, we really want you to please help. This is our serious talk today. Actually, it was going to be about some other issues and things. But when the mass shooting came in, there was no way we could put that aside.
That's right, Mom.
So we just want everybody to think, think about this thing, and let's start thinking big about helping and about encouraging. And the thing that we're really working with is the youth, the kids.
Yes.
We've got little children, 4 and 5 and 3 years old, 7 years old, up and coming to help save the world. Because by the time they grow up, if we can put a dent or say 0, God said we can do it by 0. And that's what we're going to look for, 0.
Yes.
But in the process, if we could just stop some, because we know with the mental illness and the this and the that that's out there, you're going to have that few that things may not change as
Right.
quick for you as you want it to. But through prayer, through us working together and staying connected by heart, when we do this, we mean this.
That's
This
right.
is from our heart.
From
And
the-
our heart beats and our heart bleeds for you and you and you. So when we say staying connected, that's the way we can do it. That's how we're going to change the world. That's how we're going to make people think before they pick up that gun
Yes.
and do the unthinkable. They're going to have a heart. Okay, I heard some lady on some talk show, or some lady's daughter speaking on Guns Down and stopping the killing and staying connected by her.
Right.
But the more we run this and say this out our mouth, because as we think it, we're going to achieve it.
That's right.
Okay? And so we want you all to get with us, because we can't do it by ourselves.
No, we cannot.
This is a dream that my daughter and I has had, and that we're working with. But the dream comes alive
Yes, it does.
when the
Comes
people
alive.
get together, and no longer say, "Oh, the people with guns down." We're all the people with guns down.
Right.
Stop killing, because none of us want that.
None of us is immune.
None of us. That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
So please, come on, guys. Let's get this together. Let's work together. We need the donations to help with the Kids Corner and build the business for the Mark Rayner Academy of Boxing.
Yes.
To build an entertainment center for the girls group, which
Yes.
is singing and dancing and things that you can just get these young folks doing other things. So by the time they grow up, thinking about picking up a gun up and taking somebody's life will be the last thing that they would be doing. So we need more people. We're recruiting little children to support and come in. We've got young children that's leaders, young
Mark
leaders,
Third.
CEOs
Yes.
of the Kids Corner.
Yes.
Yes, Mark Rayner
Eliana
III,
Harris.
Eliana Harris.
And
You
many
know,
children.
and we're gonna have many, many, many more to get with this group, and we're gonna make a change. We've got to do it.
Yes, we do.
And And I thank you and God bless you for your help in advance.
And as my mother is saying, in honor of my mother's son, Mark A. Rayner, my big brother, who was a heavyweight boxing champion, killed in the spring of '93, many years ago, training to become the heavyweight champion of the world. That Sunday night, when my brother's life was taken so senselessly, all of our dreams, our goals were shattered. However, we stand strong in our journey
Yes.
and we do not quit.
Nope.
So my brother's legacy lives on.
Yeah.
Just like so many others,
Right.
legacies will live on. The loved ones who were killed
Yeah.
today, their legacy will live on. And for all the family members out there, I want to say this to you, and please hear me. Always keep your loved one close and near to you. If you have to keep their picture with you every day of your life, do something for them.
Yeah.
Start an organization. Do something in their honor, in their name, to
Keep
stop
them
the
alive.
next one from doing something like this.
Yes.
Stop someone from taking someone else's life. Keep them alive, like my mother said. We say God bless you. May God keep you in these days and years to come. When you feel like you can't walk, just know that God has a walk for you, and He will carry you until you're strong enough to walk into your own light,
Yes.
the
Yes.
light of love.
God is so great. And
God
we
is so great.
want you guys to, come aboard and work with us.
Yes.
And let's get this thing done. Let's make this thing happen. 15 years from now, when these little children
Yes.
grow up, we want to say, hey, look, remember this was the beginning 15 years ago. Now look
Look where
how
we are now.
the change
Positive change.
has came. And we love you very much.
Guns down.
Stop
Stop
killing.
killing. Live
Live
today.
today.
The Mark A.
A.
Rayner
Rayner
Scholarship
Scholarship
Fund,
Fund,
Inc. One love.
One love. Stand connected by heart.